Howdy everyone, y'all must be Voltage, and Death Arena back to back. That's honestly kind of surprising for me, isn't it then? Considering when I usually do this kind of thing, it's usually different videos spaced in between for me. But I have a reason to be doing Death Arena back to back right now, and that's because there's nothing going on in Battle Cats, there's literally nothing going on any of the channels that I like, because SMD4 has done a few videos, and plus, well, the last video of theirs, I did record one, but it got corrupted, so let's just do this, I guess. It's KURTIS STRYKER versus CHUN-LI from Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter. And if I had to pick one, I wonder who I'm picking, on which side I prefer more. If you guys had to see my Street Fighter collab and Battle Cats videos, well, my pick is pretty obvious then, who I'm picking. CHUN-LI is my pick.
The officer defender of Earthrealm.
Okay.
These two have faced many deadly battles, but only one will survive in the arena of death. Officer KURTIS STRYKER was a man of the badge, wanting nothing more in his life than to protect and serve the people as the head
4
of the New York
speed,
City
strength,
riot
3
control.
speed, 6 durability,
However,
3 power,
his
5
dedication
intelligence,
came
7
with a
skill,
price,
and 4
damaging
agility.
his social life. The only love he had ever known left him because of his refusal to never stop fighting for the people, an incident he would never forget. But little did he know that this lifestyle was about to be tested to its extreme limits. Despite a complete lack of experience in the arena, STRYKER adapted quickly, proving himself to be one of Earthrealm's best fighters,
Wow.
one of the last human souls standing. To adapt to his new enemies, STRYKER took a pragmatic approach to close combat, using police-issue weapons to even the odds without hesitation. Because when the world is in danger and you need to step up, who needs to be honorable? STRYKER is all about getting the job done, and getting it done right the first time.
Yeah, just bringing shotgun to the arena, sure. I mean, in this animation, he's getting his ass kicked in the game.
Standard issue for the NYPD. When more DACA is needed, he can even use dual SCAR-L submachine guns.
Yeah, he's literally getting body right now.
NYPD also issues toys such as shotguns, rifles, and Colts, so it's not much of a stretch to say he can use those too. Hell, he even used a laser pistol upon being transferred to the Special Forces. STRYKER's arsenal goes above and beyond what one would consider standard issue, especially since he also carries an assortment of grenades and smoke bombs, only one of which seems like it would be issued to a riot control officer under regular circumstances. STRYKER can toss these explosives in an instant, removing the pins as if they were sticky notes while in mid-swing.
I was starting not to like Chun-Li's chances since this guy literally rocked an entire fucking arsenal in his pocket.
Being able to toss them so casually means that just one of his fingers can effortlessly overcome 10 pounds of tensile force. With regards
Great
to
strength,
the
military strength,
actual
pistols,
detonation,
flashlight,
shrapnel
assault
is the
rifle,
most
taser.
deadly feature.
Well,
Common
flashlight, that's not an
M16
ability, that's just a
effective
regular
fatal
fucking
range is
tool.
nearly 50 feet, so STRYKER is certainly very durable to use them in melee combat. Rounding out the ranged weaponry, STRYKER can use both stun guns and tasers to incapacitate foes at any distance.
That might be a problem for Chun-Li.
Supposedly non-lethal weapons, these can actually be quite dangerous, with the potential to send a human into cardiac arrest if not in peak physical condition. STRYKER's, however, is set to such a high setting that it quite literally fries its opponents from the inside out. He also has a flashlight, which he uses to blind his opponents into submission. The beams from this thing are so bright, they can not only incapacitate through sunglasses, but they also hurt blind people. While KURTIS STRYKER is not as much of a martial artist as his colleagues, he certainly knows how to
Call me
throw a punch
surprised.
fast and hard.
A flashlight that can be useful in this fight, apparently.
With his police batons, which he can use
To hurt
bundle
blind
trick
people
opponents
and
leaving
go
them
through
open for
sunglasses,
fatal
bruh.
With one sweep of a baton, STRYKER can send a man flying over his head, or strike hard enough to shatter stone. With enough repeated attacks, he can even wear an opponent down to a point where he can literally make them fall apart. STRYKER is an expert at analysis, preferring to hold back on the offense until he can develop a surefire plan of attack against his opponent.
I don't know the full extent of Chun-Li's powers, but so far this seems like a stomp matchup.
He also has the reflexes to intercept Cabal's super speed Nomad Dash, which as we previously calculated, is a pretty quick 48 meters per second. STRYKER has accomplished some pretty amazing things for just an ordinary cop. Among the beings he's defeated is Reptile, who's skilled enough to dodge and block bullets, and has a tongue strong enough to rip off heads. There's also Myliena, an unpredictably violent seductress, Ermac, a psychic ninja that can telecommunicate.
Myliena's pretty shit since she lost to Bowser Jr. of all people.
This
A
massive
spoiled little
beast was
brat
capable
won against
of
Milena,
breathing
so
fire
she's
and
not that
shattering
good.
stone pillars into dust. Yet Stryker managed to give him such a pummeling, he even impressed himself. While Stryker is dangerous, and more than capable of making up his comparative shortcomings, any fighter capable of dealing with his weapons is often too much for him to handle, as he is in the end still a mere human. A subconscious impulse to minimize all possible casualties has led him to getting seriously injured when he dove and took a blast for a teammate. Like many fellow heroes, he was also one-shot by Queen Sindel. Overall, Kurtis Stryker is an officer capable of facing stronger beings. What he lacks in special abilities and enhanced durability, he makes up with a wide
So he's got a full fuck ton of stuff in his arsenal.
Chun-Li is a Chinese Interpol
Skill
detective,
agility 10-10.
a powerful martial artist, and a heroine in the Street Fighter series whose goal is to take down Bison and his villainous organization CHUN-LI to avenge the death of her father and to save world from his tyranny. She grew up in a village with her father, who was a police officer and martial artist with a strong
I like
sense
this
of
Street Fighter
justice
game that
and
they're playing here on
protecting
this
the
thing because it
innocent.
looks cool.
As a kid, Chun-Li was
Wait a
fascinated
secret,
by
what?
action and admired many martial artists, so she begged her father to teach her martial arts.
And her age is only 30s.
Her father died while investigating the criminal organization CHUN-LI. She swore vengeance against the leader M. Bison and trained herself very hard to become the strongest woman in the world.
KO. Knockout.
And highly skilled crime fighter. She is also an expert martial artist, well-versed in many Chinese martial arts including Tai Chi, Hong Kong, Shaolin Wuzhong, Capoeira, Battle Karate, Taekwondo, and more. She even created her own fighting style after enough experience and founded her own martial arts dojo to teach children how to fight. Much of her basic moves involved brute force mixed with agility for a mixed fighting style in many cases.
I'm not surprised because she is honestly pretty fast at kicking and like she's pretty good at fighting.
Chun-Li's fighting style is built around lightning-fast flurries of hard-hitting kicks. Between her immense strength and blinding speed, Chun-Li is one of the series' most balanced physical fighters. Her kicks are strong enough to send grown men flying, and she once kicked a man higher than 20 feet in the air. She is also a consistent match for Ryu in their battles. She has kicked Vega through a solid brick wall while injured, choke-slammed E Honda, who weighs 300 pounds, and defeated 4 martial artists while blinded.
Wow.
Her signature move is the Hayakure Tsukyaku, also called the 100 rending kicks.
Kyokan, lightning legs, Hazan Shu, spinning bird kick, Kiko show, and focus attack.
Can also be performed while jumping in the air.
Cool.
Many other of her moves involve kicking with high speed, such as the spinning bird attack, Hazanshu, Tenshokyaku, and Senritsukaku. Most her kicks move so fast that they appear as nothing less than blurs. Her Kikoken is a quick blue projectile attack that functions similarly to a Hadoken. Her Tensei Runkai attack gives off a large shockwave, and her Kikosho technique involves charging and firing a huge blast of energy capable of destroying a large forest area. She is a very fast street fighter who utilizes multiple rapid attacks rather than the slow damaging strikes of larger characters like Zanji. Her agile and swift movements are a favorite amongst game players. She is fast enough to react to and dodge bullets, as well as keep up with Ryu, M. Bison, Charlie, and other street fighters with ease. For durability, she can take extensive beatings from the likes of Juri Han, has shrugged off being slammed into a wall by a large sonic boom explosion, and survived M. Bison's suicide explosion.
Wow.
Chun-Li is a resourceful and dedicated officer of the law with a strong sense of justice that rivals that of her father, as she strongly believes in protecting the innocent and saving the lives of others. She is a highly disciplined, seasoned, and courageous woman, and is often the voice of reason. As an official of Interpol, she takes her work as a cop with pride, showing pride at what she does when she saves another. Outside of her duty as a cop, she has an elegant, sweet, and feminine personality. Chun-Li, however, is not without her flaws, as she has shown.
I actually just realized that a lot of your moves in Smash was actually from Mortal Kombat, really, because like the side foot down tackle is his down tilt. I see his forward smash and his forward kick that he has.
And friends with other soldiers and cops. Additionally, she has shown great resilience and determination in pursuing intense crime organizations, such as CHUN-LI. She is not without faults. She is headstrong, diving headfirst into danger without a second thought, has a tendency to end up getting captured and needing rescue like Princess Peach and Zelda, and is constantly getting outplayed, tricked, and given the slip by Shadow-Look forces. Also, she is not as great of a detective as one would assume, but there is a reason why she is known as the strongest woman in the world. Overall, Chun-Li has shown herself to be one
Powerful
of the
street
most
fighters,
powerful
however, she can be tricked, which could cost her greatly.
However, she can be tricked, which could cost her greatly.
This I think in the end it goes to historic to story. Probably goes to Chun-Li in the end. I think for combat for the 4 minutes fight. I'm gonna say Chun-Li's gonna win.
You ready for this?
Punk.
Booking.
Police brutality coming up.
Spinning bird kick. Okay. That fast, huh? Oh, I thought would happen.
Fatality. Kurtis Stryker may have the edge in strength, and had a wider arsenal. But Chun-Li had the edge in pretty much every other category. Keep in mind that Stryker doesn't have any special abilities, but Chun-Li does. It's true that Stryker was able to keep up with fighters like Ermac, Myliena, and Kintaro. However, he was easily killed by a single punch from Single. It is also important to note that while Stryker has guns, Chun-Li has used them before too, and would likely be able to use her agility to dodge. Chun-Li can also scale to Ryu, whose power can wipe out an entire city. Stryker's varied arsenal may hold him ahead for a while, but Chun-Li's agility, speed, and overall power won the day. That was a
Nice
flawless
job,
victory.
Chun-Li.
The winner is Chun-Li.
I'm gonna call this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.